I'm pruning my 15 to 20 feet tall moringa tree today. I'm done with the harvest and it is time to prune, but not sure if it is the right thing to do. Oh, welcome to Seed to Life. In my last video on moringa or drumstick tree, I explained some of the benefits, care instructions, and harvest in brief. Today we are going to go in more detail and see how to prune the tree, harvest leaves in pots, and process them for long-term storing. I'm also going to share with you a quick recipe of drumstick curry with potatoes and shrimps. So let's get started. Moringa is one of the fastest growing trees. It grows around 8 feet every year. It requires continuous pruning, and that not only controls the height of the tree but also gives it a fuller appearance. Its branches are not very strong, so keeping it short gives more stability to the tree. And most importantly, harvesting becomes very easy as you don't need ladder or long shears to harvest. Let's start with pruning. I have many moringa trees in pots and one is in ground. You can see how they have grown very tall. It is becoming increasingly difficult every year to harvest pods and leaves. So today I am going to prune one of them that doesn't have any pods left for harvest or there are no new flowers on it. I am going to cut down a major part of this tree today. I know it appears extreme, but with heavy heart I have to do it. There are two other trees that have very short main stems, but that has happened due to harsh winter and frequent replanting. There are two branches that are coming from the main stem just above the ground, and I'm going to cut all three of these main branches to about 10 inches to 1 feet. And here we go. It's big. Oh, and it's done. There is no turning back now. I'm not going to throw away that main branch, but I have some special plan for it once it roots. If it succeeds, I will share it with you in my future video. Next, we are going to cut off the other two branches. As I know how hardy these trees are, I know this tree will recover very fast and it will grow back soon. Not every time I have to prune the branches, sometimes I just harvest the leaves. Now look at this tree. I prune this tree regularly. This tree was in the ground and I had to take that out during past 2 winters to avoid frost. The tree grows back every year more strongly, giving rise to this beautiful branching. Today I am going to harvest leaves from this tree. You can see some of the flower buds on this new branch, and this is the first time I'm seeing the frost damaged tree growing flowers in my garden. So let's snip off the branches, and I'm just going to snip off these tops of the branches. 1, 2, and 3. From this branch I'm going to cut off the leaves but leave the flower buds. So pruning branches, cutting off the leaves and pinching, it all helps to promote new growth, and we have to keep doing that for this tree. Moringa flowers are also edible and you can use them in stir fries. Now let's harvest some pods. Harvesting pods is very easy. You just have to cut it off from the main branch. But sometimes the branches, if they are very tall, it can become little tricky. We are done with the harvesting and now we are going to process our harvest. You can see I've got around 40 to 45 drumsticks. I'm going to remove the peels of these drumsticks and cut them into pieces before keeping them into the freezer. To remove the peels, you can cut halfway through into the drumstick and pull off the peel on that side. Then flip the drumstick to the other side and give the next cut. Again halfway through the drumstick and pull the peel off from the other side. I am making around 3 to 4 inches long pieces. I'm done cleaning all the drumsticks now and here are my peels and they are going to go in compost. Drumsticks are ready to go in the freezer bags now. I had already washed the drumsticks before cutting them, but you can wash them after cutting as well. The only problem with that is ice will accumulate on the washed drumsticks, so it is better to wash them beforehand and then let them dry for a couple of hours before cutting. Processing leaves is a little bit time consuming, but it is worth it if you want homegrown organic moringa leaves and powder. First, I inspect the leaves to see if there are any unhealthy or unwanted leaves. I remove the yellow leaves and the leaves that are eaten by bugs or pests. The next step is to soak the leaves in water for about 30 minutes. This will cause any dirt on the leaves to settle down. The leaves are somewhat self-cleansing and repel water due to a waxy coating on them. After soaking, wash the leaves thoroughly about 3 to 4 times. Then let the leaves drain out for 10 minutes and then spread them on a clean towel for drying. Once the leaves are dried completely, you can save them in containers or bags, or even you can make a powder out of them. We are done with all the hard work and now it is time to enjoy the fruits of it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel Seed to Life for more videos and updates. Click on the bell icon to get notified about the new videos. Thank you again. See you soon.